we'll learn direct indirect speech. This is going to be useful for all the classes from 6 to 12. The rules we are going to learn today will be for transforming direct speech to indirect speech. Now let me tell you what is direct speech. Direct speech has three parts. It has the speaker, the reporting verb, and the speech part. And the speech part is usually put in inverted commas. And the reporting verb examples are like said, told, has said, say, says, asked, urged, etc. etc. So this is what direct speech is. What is direct speech? Direct speech is when we speak or when we state something to the other person, the speaker and the listener both are involved. That can be called as direct speech. And what is indirect speech? When the statement spoken to the second person or to any person, to the listener, is being reported to a third person. That is called as indirect speech. Indirect speech can also be called as reported speech. So it is also one more name, you can call it like as it is narration too. Changing the narration also we can say. So today I'll just tell you the rules for transforming direct speech to indirect speech. The first stepwise if you learn students, it will be very easy for you to understand. So first step you should follow is, first you have to see the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is a simple present tense, or it is present perfect tense, or if it is simple future tense, then you should remember one thing, we just need to remove the inverted commas and we need not change the tense in the speech. That is the first rule you should understand. First thing is you have to see the reporting verb. That is the first step. And if the reporting verb is in present tense form, like say, says, has said, or will say, if any of these reporting verbs, then there is no change in the tense in the speech. That is, tense will not be changed, but it can be changed to reported speech, definitely. Right? For that, for removing the inverted commas, we just add that to it. If we are adding that to it, we are just changing the direct speech to indirect speech by removing the inverted commas and putting just a full stop at the end. So that is called as changing the narration, right? And the next rule is change of in the tense in the speech part. Suppose the second step is if the reporting verb is past tense. That is, for example, if it is said or told, that is, it is in past tense, that is V2 form. If the reporting verb is V2 form, then we have to make the changes in the tense in the speech part. Which is the speech part? The speech part is whichever statement is in the inverted comma part. That is called a speech part. So we have to make the changes in the tense. So there are some rules we need to follow when we change the direct speech to indirect speech only if the reporting verb is past tense. So that is what is mentioned here. Suppose if the example given on the screen, you can see the teacher said you have to submit the copy today. Right? So here the teacher is the speaker. Said, that is in V2 form, that is reporting verb. And the speech part is put in inverted commas. So what are the changes we need to make? The present tense form in the speech part will be changed to past tense form. That is what you need to understand, children. That is, present tense form will be changed to past tense form. The past tense form will be changed to past perfect form. If these changes if you make, it is very easy for you to change the narration or to change the direct speech to indirect speech. So here you can see the first step I told you, the reporting verb, it is in past tense. And in the speech part, you should always understand. If the listener is unknown to you, speaker, the teacher is the speaker. And the listener, it's not mentioned along with the reporting verb. So if the listener is unknown to you, in that case, you means the second person. Anyone it can be. So you should be changed to I. That is another rule you should understand. So first step is reporting verb, identify whether it is past tense. If it is past tense, then come to the speech part. The first part is the subject. The subject you will be changed to I. Then changing the tense in the speech. So tense have to. See, whichever is agreeing to the subject have. This have has to be changed to had. So this is the second step. And before all these things, one thing you should remember, that adding the joining word that. If we are adding joining word, then all the parts are clubbed together. So we can just remove the inverted commas. Now it is no more direct speech, right? So for removing that, we need to add the connecting word, that is that. Okay, so when we are changing this, it will become, the teacher said that I had to submit the project, or here it is written submit the copy today, will be changed to that day. So every part of the speech will be changed according to the requirement when we change or when we transform the direct form to indirect form, or when we change the narration, or when we report the statement. These ways we can just mention it. Right? Hope it's clear. So you will be changed to I, have to will be changed to have to. So that will be the joining word, and today will be changed to that day. So this is what the screen tells you. This is about the declarative sentence of the statement I am telling you. Let's move to the next one. So what are the other changes we need to make when we change direct speech to indirect speech? The first one is, if the verb, the finite verb in the speech is V1, then it will be changed to V2. Suppose in the speech part, if it is written write, you write letters to me every time. So she said that I wrote letters to her every time. So V1 will be changed to V2. Then present continuous. We are just discussing all the present tense part, right? All the present tense will be changed to past tense. That is, simple present will be changed to simple past. Present continuous will be changed to past continuous. Present perfect will be changed to past perfect. These are about the present tense part. Okay, every present tense in the speech will be changed to past tense when the reporting verb is past tense. Okay, then comes to V2 form. If suppose if it is already given in the past tense form in the speech part, then that will be changed to perfect form. Okay, that is, you wrote to me will be changed to I had written to her. You wrote to me. Wrote is V2 form. Okay, so when we transform it to indirect form, then V2 form will be changed to past perfect form. So in that case, you should understand one thing, that it will be changed to past perfect form. Sometimes V2 can remain V2 even when the narration is changed according to the requirement. Okay, so next, past continuous. Let's come to past continuous part. Past continuous will be changed to past perfect. Anywhere if it past tense form, the finite verb is in the past tense form, you remember that it will be changed to perfect form. Like simple past, past perfect. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. Okay, I'll give you one example. She was doing her work. She said that you are doing your work. You are doing, or you were doing your work. Suppose you were doing your work. If you are taking as past continuous, then you were doing your work. So she said that I had been doing my work. This is the change we make, right? Past continuous will be changed to past perfect continuous. Present continuous will be changed to past continuous. Hope I think it is clear to you. You are getting it. Now next one is modal auxiliaries. Now I have told you present tense will be changed to past tense, and past tense will be changed to past perfect tense. Now coming to modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries like will or shall that refer to future. Okay, so will or shall that refers to future will be changed to would. Okay, then can is another modal auxiliaries. Like we usually say, you can help me. You can help me will be changed to I could help him. Okay, how we have changed when it is reported to the third person, isn't it? So again, can will be changed to could, may will be changed to might. Okay, then what else? Then must Must is another one. Must, when we say, it is an obligatory modal auxiliary, we call it, because that statement has to be done compulsorily, right? So that is called its obligatory action. So when it is must, then this must will be changed to had to, or even you can use ought to, O-U-G-S-T, ought to or had to. So these are the changes that we have to make when we change the narration. That is when we report any statement which is in the inverted comma part, and when we change the narration, but that is added as a joining word, and all the parts are clubbed together and we put a full stop at the end. So that is transforming one form to another, direct speech to indirect speech. Now moving to the next rule. There is one more thing you should remember. Everywhere we cannot change. I told you present tense, past tense, past perfect form. But sometimes if it is already in the past perfect form, that is the last part. Past, it is already in past perfect form, then there is no change. Okay, if it is in the past perfect form, like had plus V3 or had been plus ing, then there is no change in the speech. So this is what you need to understand. Okay, so there are, I told you, when it is declarative sentence, step 1 is first see the reporting verb. Reporting verb is in present tense, there is no change in the tense. If the reporting verb is in past tense, then we have to change the tense in the speech part. The tense has to be changed, present to past and past to past perfect. And if it is already in past perfect, there is no change. So this is the recap of what we have done so far. Now moving to the next type of sentence. Before that, let me tell you, students, there are some other changes in the adverb part too that we need to consider. Adverb part, this will be changed to that. These will be changed to those, right? Here will be changed to there, then hence will be changed to hence, then yesterday will be changed to the previous day, today will be changed to that day, this will be changed to that. So these changes at the end of the sentence we need to make if any adverb is there in the speech part. Okay, hope you are getting it. Now moving to the next one. Now the next type of sentence is imperative sentence. What is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence means any sentence that is beginning with a verb. It does not have any subject because it has only one assumed subject, that is you. Okay, imperative itself, it means instruction given to the second person. So second person is always you. So imperative is always spoken to the second person. So the assumed subject is always you, and this kind of sentence will begin with a verb. Don't talk now, be quiet, go out, get your hair trimmed, and all these beginning with verbs. Okay, such sentences are called imperative sentence. Suppose in the narration in the inverted commas, if we get imperative sentence, then we are not adding that as a joining word as in declarative we learned previously, right? Here we need to add just to. Okay, to plus verb after the reporting verb. There is one more thing you should understand, because as it is an imperative sentence, instruction given, what kind of expression it is. Whether it was spoken in an annoying manner, whether it was spoken very politely or affectionately, what it is, such kind of expressions to be mentioned. So in that case, how will we mention it when we change it or transform it? We need to change the reporting verb. The reporting verb can be changed according to the expression of the sentence. Like, don't tell lie. If it is an advice, please don't tell lie, if I am telling you. So it is beginning with a verb, like a do, right? Don't. It is a negative form, but don't, it is a verb, right? So when it is beginning with a verb, you should understand, don't tell lie, we can take it as an advice. What kind of expression it is? It is an advice given to the second person. So we can use the reporting verb can be advice. You can see on the screen, right? So my friend advised me not to. I told you to be added here, as it is don't, we are adding, I am making it not to. Okay, the not to tell lie. Okay, don't tell lie will be changed to not to tell lie. Suppose if it is shut the door, it's beginning with shut, it's a verb. Then in that case, my friend urged, then expression word should be changed. Here it is advice. Shut the door cannot be an advice, right? So in that case, the expression word will be urged, we can use, or simply asked. Okay, my friend asked me to shut the door, to plus verb. Or my friend urged, U-R-G-E-D, urged me to shut the door. So 2 plus verb. So this is about imperative sentence. Inverted commas we have removed and just simply full stop at the end. So this is how we change the narration from direct speech to indirect speech. Now moving to the next one. Now we have reached the next type of sentence, interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence means we are asking question to the other person. When we ask questions to the other person, it can be in two forms. It can be WH, interrogative can be used to ask question like, why were you late? Why did you come late? Why are you here? Why don't you sit? Right? When did you come? So we can just ask, that is WH question we call it. There is another kind of question which is called as yes-no question. Yes-no question always begins with an auxiliary. Are you coming with me? Can you please help me? Will you call me today? So these are beginning with a verb like auxiliary. Have, will, can. Okay? When any question is being asked beginning with these words, then it is called as yes-no question. So the speech in the inverted commas can be WH question or it can be yes-no question. But if it is WH question, then the thing you should remember is there is no joining word required, because WH interrogative itself will act as a joining word. Then it should be followed by subject. But when we ask the question, WH word is always followed by an auxiliary, right? But when we change the narration, that is from direct speech to indirect speech, or when we report any question, then you should remember that WH now it has become a joining word. So it should be followed by subject. It cannot be taken as an interrogative. Now it has been changed to a joining word. So it should be followed by subject. Then the past tense or past perfect of the finite verb used in the question. Okay. So this is what WH question. Suppose I have given you one example. See, Raj said, why do you write to me? He is asking. Raj is asking to someone. We don't know who is the listener. Okay. Raj is asking to someone, why do you write to me? Why do you? So remember one thing, whenever we use do, does or did, it is considered as simple tense. So simple present tense will be changed to simple past tense. That is the rule you should recollect. Okay. So Raj said, as it is an interrogative sentence, we have to change the reporting verb to asked. So Raj asked, why I? You will be changed to I. In the first slide itself, I just told you, you will be changed to I. So why I, then the past tense of the verb write. Do will not be considered because it is simple tense. Okay. So write will be changed to past tense. V1 will be changed to V2. Write V2, a form is wrote. So why I wrote to him. Who is the speaker here? Raj. And this me is referring to Raj. So when we change the narration, me will become him. So Raj asked why I wrote to him. Full stop. That's all. So this is about WH. So I am not adding any that as a joining word. The WH itself is acting as a joining word. Now I have given you another example for even yes/no question. Are you planning for a trip? Somebody is asking you. It is beginning with an auxiliary, right? Rima asked, are you planning for a trip? So it is yes/no question. So whenever there is yes/no question, the rule is you have to add the joining word whether or if. Which whether? WHETHER. Whether or if to be added, anyone to be added as a joining word. So when we are changing as Rima asked whether, who is the subject here? I. Okay, you will be changed to I. So Rima asked whether I was planning for a trip first. Got it? So this is another rule of interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, whether or if is added only if the question type is yes/no question. That is, which is beginning with an auxiliary. Okay. Now I hope it's clear. We have learned declarative sentence. That will be the joining word. We learned imperative sentence. 2 plus verb will be the pattern. Then interrogative sentence, WH word will act as a joining word, and if it is yes/no question, whether or if will be added. Everything is on the screen. I hope you can understand. Now moving to the next slide, I have given you some more information about the modal auxiliaries. I told you when we were learning declarative sentence. Like will be changed to good, even shall will be changed to good because shall refers to future. Then may will be changed to might, can will be changed to could, must will be changed to ought to or have to. And one important thing, the last note you see, every time students may make this mistake, modal auxiliaries should always be followed by V1. Don't think that we have to change every verb to past tense. So suppose sometimes children with that knowledge, they will change even the finite verb to past tense. No, when modal auxiliary is used, modal auxiliary to be changed to past tense, not the verb following. The verb following will be in V1 form. I hope it's clear. Now there is one more type of sentence, that is exclamatory sentence. What is exclamatory sentence? Exclamatory sentence is sudden expression of joy, sorrow, or sadness or surprise. When we see something unexpected, incredible, something which is making us so happy all of a sudden, then such kind of expression is called as exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentence will always be ending with an exclamatory mark. You know what is exclamatory mark, right? So exclamatory mark, if such kind of sentences are given as speech in inverted commas, then in that case what are the changes we need to make? The main thing is, first thing you should remember that what kind of expression it is. Whether it is a sad expression, whether it is a happy expression, according to the mood of the sentence, mood of the expression, you need to add that expression word to the reporting verb. Otherwise, how will the person know? If I am saying that what a beautiful building it is, how will you know that you are really happy to see such a beautiful building, right? So that expression you need to reveal, right? So if you reveal such expression, you can add with happiness, with joy, with bliss, happily he exclaimed, something like that. Like for example, Raj said, what a beautiful building it is. Okay, so when we are changing it to the very indirect speech, then we have changed, Raj exclaimed with bliss that it was a beautiful building. What a beautiful building. Again, you need not write what a beautiful building. He is just saying that it is a beautiful building. So when we change it, you have to just add that expression word what. When he is saying what with expression, you have to add that expression word to reporting verb, so you can understand what kind of mood he was when he spoke that sentence, right? So expression word is happiness. Suppose when we say, alas, he is in the hospital. Alas is the interjection which is used for expressing sorrow. When you are very sad to tell something, then you add the interjection to say that you are in a very sad mood. Like alas, he is in the hospital. So when we say, I exclaimed with sorrow. Okay, I exclaimed with sorrow that he was in the hospital. Okay, so it is now clear that it is exclamatory, but we don't add once we change the narration, once we report the statements or any kind of sentence, we don't put that exclamation or exclamatory mark or question mark. Once it is changed, it is just full stop. So that is the reason we are adding something to understand what kind of sentence it was. Okay, so this expression words can be added. If expression words, if interjections are used, like alas, I told you, the same way, bravo, bravo, you have won it, right? If you say that, it is an admiration. So the coach said, bravo, you have won. When the coach is admiring you or praising you in that way with an interjection, bravo, then you can add the expression word admiration. Okay, with awe or with admiration or admiringly. The coach exclaimed admiringly that I had won. There also you need to follow the rule that the present tense will be changed to past tense. That is, you have won will be changed to I had won the match. I hope it's clear. Now examples I have just written here, you can just go through. Suppose the teacher is saying God bless you. Okay, you need not say that may God bless you will be changed to might bless you. No, we cannot change there. The tense cannot be changed. We just need to simply say that no, the teacher very affectionately blessed the child. Simply we can just change the narration this way, because the teacher was affectionately trying to bless the child. You cannot change like may to might here, right? So you need to understand what kind of expression and you change it with cleverness. My sister said, bravo, you have done it. My sister exclaimed admiringly that I had done that. So these are the rules mainly you need to follow indirect speech. Very easy if the concepts are clear. Like it is also called as narration or reported speech. So I hope all the rules are very much thorough to you now after just listening to my explanation. All the best to all of you. Thank you so much.